wash away the pain that I endure. Just as the sun will rise each morning, just like the day returns to night without our sleep. I'm finally trusting in the knowing that time heals all things. Time heals all things. It's worth waiting for. Seasons changing, roads toward its love. Now I can feel the ground beneath me. I walk the path and it appears with steps I take. Maybe one day things will come easy. What if the struggle's placed with just to test my strength? 'Cause the pressure's on, I know a change is coming. It's getting late, it's wrapping arms around me. Sure as the sun will rise each morning. Sure as the day returns to night without our sleep. I'm finally trusting in the knowing that time heals all things. Time heals all things. It's worth waiting for. Seasons changing, time heals all things.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips and the balance of the favor. Welcome to Blended Healing. Trust anyway. Trust anyway. No matter how often somebody may break your trust. The difference is are you trusting from your heart, from your spirit, from your intuition, or are you just trusting surface? Trust is a deeper situation. It involves feelings, emotions, discernment in some cases. But here's the thing. We can't stop living because somebody has broken our trust. We chose to give that person our trust. Oftentimes, when people break us based upon the trust, it's based upon the fact of the expectations that we place on other individuals based upon how we view things. Trust is a very fickle thing. In trust, it could be a lesson, or it could be something that can be a lifetime. Don't stop trusting. Even though you've been hurt, don't stop trusting. I know that this is the one of the most challenging paradoxes in our life. We have been wronged, hurt, or betrayed by someone we trusted, maybe even loved. Beloved, we've been trying to shield ourselves to build walls around our hearts, but it's not working. I'm one of those people. I have an amazing wall around not just my heart, but around me. But at the end of the day, I'm still a human being. I still have feelings, no matter how strong, and we talked about this, the auspice of being a strong Black woman and then becoming a strong woman. It's not an easy task to do, to trust, not by a long shot. Yet there is an unshakable intuition within some of us that inspire us to remain trusting and kind despite the wounds that we have. If you are a person that still loves and trusts and have compassion, you have a remarkable strength that some people often possess. Understand that it is a journey of introspection that may just surprise you, knowing that your vulnerability may be your biggest strength. After all, beloved, people like you have an unshakable resilience. For you to have been hurt but still manage to trust and be kind, have a remarkable level of resilience. This isn't just about being naive or being optimistic or trying to gloss over the situation, over the pain that you have endured. This, beloved, is that you have learned that often through the hardest situations or circumstances that you are getting back up after a fall really truly defines how strong you are. Your resilience isn't about denying hurt. It's about acknowledging the hurt and choosing to push forward anyway. It's about choosing to remain open and loving, even when doing so feels like the most difficult thing that you can possibly do in your life. This quality isn't just about strength, it's a testament to your fortitude and a beacon for others to navigate their own emotional wounds. You are a leader. You can hold capacity for your empathy. You are known for your empathy. Even after I have experienced hurt, I realized something about myself. I realized that I was able to understand other people's pains and struggles better than ever before. And it was if my heart had developed a new language, one of compassion and understanding. People who stay kind and trusting after being hurt have a heightened sense of empathy. We all have walked through the fire and know how that feels. It doesn't make us bitter if we've been hurt. It doesn't make us cynical if we've been hurt. Instead, it deepens our capacity to empathize with others who are struggling. No harm, no judgment zone here. We can sit with somebody in their pain because we've been there before. And that compassion could be lifelong for those who feel alone in their distress. Let me let you know something today. It's not just about feeling the pain of others. It's about using the understanding to bring comfort and support. Empathy becomes your superpower. It's a strength that emerges after you've been burnt down to ashes in your own hurt. Beloved, you have embraced the mindset of growth. If you look in the mirror at your own reflection, after you have went through a painful situation in your life, when you look in the mirror, you will see a person that was hurt, but not broken. You realize that the pain that you have experienced or continue to experience has not weakened you, but rather it was shaping you into something and someone stronger. People who remain trusting and kind even after they've been hurt have adopted a growth mindset. Ashe, ashe. They see their experiences, no matter how painful, as opportunities to learn and grow. This doesn't mean that they enjoy the pain or they seek it out. But when it comes, they don't let it define them. Instead, you use it as a stepping stone to become better versions of yourself. Can I tell you that your mindset isn't one of defeat, but of transformation? Your past hurts are not shackles that hold you back. But what you do is you allow it to propel you forward. Your strength lies not just in your ability to endure the pain, but to harness it for your personal growth and your development. When you practice authentic forgiveness, you think of forgiveness about letting the other person off the hook. But people who remain trusting and kind despite being hurt have a profound understanding of what true forgiveness is. True forgiveness in your eyes is not about condoning what has been done to you, but it's about liberating yourself from the burden of resentment that threatens to drag you down. Beloved, know that holding on to anger and bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. You choose forgiveness, not for the sake of the person who did some shit to you, but for your own peace and your own well-being. For you could be ready to forgive other people. And if you do that, it allows you to move forward without being locked in to the past, but creating a space for healing, growth, and future trust. You foster a deep self-awareness. You can find yourself in an empty room, surrounded by silence. And in your solitude, you begin to truly listen to your own thoughts and your own feelings. You stay trusting and kind after being hurt. Self-awareness becomes a pillar of strength. You then learn how to spend time introspecting, understanding your emotions and your reactions. And then you recognize your triggers and the patterns that lead to them. This isn't about you wallowing in your pain. It's about gaining a deeper understanding of yourself so that you can better navigate your emotional landscape. My loves, my loves. With this self-awareness, you're able to make choices that align with your healing and your growth, rather than being led by unexamined emotions. You're able to not just understand yourself, but to understand yourself and your hurts and your reactions and your own path to healing. You will then learn how to maintain healthy boundaries. Have you ever recalled a time in your life when you would give endlessly, even to the point of your own detriment? Can you remember how it took you, how long it took you to realize that being kind and trusting doesn't mean allowing others to overstep your boundaries? Lock the fucking gate. Lock the gate. People who remain kind and trusting after being hurt often develop an understanding of the importance of healthy boundaries. Lock the gate. Stand on 10 about what your boundaries are. Understand that saying no is not an act of cruelty, but an act of self-love and care. Know that your limits and the other people, how you have to teach them to respect them. This doesn't mean that you become closed off or distance. Rather, it creates a safe space where your trust and kindness can exist without being exploited. Some of us are creatures of habits, and when we get hurt, we recoil back and we sit in that and sit in it and sit in it. When simply you have to learn how to create a boundary for yourself and to honor yourself by not allowing that gate to be unchecked. Your strength lies in your ability to care for yourself while caring for others. Learning how to strike a balance that promotes mutual respect and an enduring trust. You have had plenty of days and nights when the hurt is so overwhelming. You question whether that the next day would ever arrive because the pain is that deep. But you did. Every single time you got up in the power of hope. People like you can stay kind and trusting after being hurt, often can carry an enduring sense of hope. That is you, beloved. This hope that you have is not wishful thinking. It's a deep seated belief in the potential for better days. No matter how dark it gets, you still have faith in the light at the end of the tunnel. Your strength lies in your ability to keep your hopes alive and use it as positive fuel to keep you moving forward. You don't have to deny the darkness. But what you can do is refuse to let it consume you. Your hope becomes a beacon, guiding you through your pain towards healing and growth. It is your testament to your belief in the possibility of change and a better tomorrow. You, beloved, to embody the ultimate love. You realize that you have the greatest strength, even after being hurt. It's not just about your resilience or your empathy or your capacity to forgive. It is knowing what true love is. If you remain kind and trusting despite experiencing pain, you can often embody a boundless love. This love isn't just for others, but for yourself too. You understand that in your ability to love others is rooted in your ability to love and accept yourself. Yep, yourself. Know that your kindness and trust are simply manifestations of this love. You radiate it. You share it. You fill every interaction with this type of love. Your strength lies in your ability to see past the hurt and still choose love. Your love becomes a shield, your guide, and your ultimate strength. Love is not a cover for wounds, not for yours. It's the light that helps you see the beauty in all things, including your own journey of healing and growth. Love is your ultimate strength. It's a testament to the spirit that remains unbroken despite the pain that you have endured. And finally, if you found that in these strengths that you have, and you know that you have walked the path of pain, but you've chosen kindness and trust instead. These are strengths that are not just characteristics. Beloved, it's the choice that you have made. You have made a choice to be self-aware and deliberate intention. Your strengths can be cultivated and nurtured, and the secret is love and resilience. Being kind and trustful is commendable. However, it's not easy. by starting to acknowledge your own journey. Recognize the times when you choose to rise above the hurt. Celebrate those moments when you decided to remain kind despite the pain. Then may I offer that you take it a step further and ask yourself, how can I continue to cultivate these strengths? How can I continue to choose love over bitterness? How can I continue to have hope over despair? This transformation that you have and that you're going through is not an instant McDonald's fix. It's a journey, not a designation. But with each step that you take, with each choice of kindness over bitterness, you can grow stronger. Each act of trust builds self-confidence and reinforces your resilience. We together can foster self-love and honor our journey. We find our inner wellspring of strength. Our capacity for compassion will deepen. So tread very, very gently on this path. Cherish all of the small victories that you have won. Seek support when the journey gets tough. And when these strengths start coming online, it'll be an integral part of who you are. A person who chooses love and trust even when it's difficult. The greatest glory in living lies not in ever falling, but in rising every time we fall. Let this wisdom guide you as you continue your journey of growth and healing. I want to thank you for coming through Blended Healing on today. Have a great day, and I will see you very, very soon. Ashe and deep bow.